Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to your daily reading. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Alright, so first things first, this is going to be for the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday. I have some crazy work hours coming up, so I just don't think I'll be able to film Sunday's reading tomorrow night, so I'm going to do one for the weekend. But other than that, going to be really fun. Astrology. So let's talk about planets first. So going on tomorrow, the 22nd, only lunar aspects. We have the moon in a trine to the sun, so this is great. This is really like, let it be. Like, this is kind of all of us floating down a lazy river. Everything is just in sync. Everything's flowing really nice and easy. Everything's falling into place. Everything's working. We like this energy. The moon is also in a sextile to Uranus. So this will be great because this really brings new expression, some type of breakthrough, may even be triggered by some type of emotional feeling. So you might go through a little emotional moment that maybe can feel kind of heavy or intense or overwhelming. But again, if you just kind of push through it, leads to some great breakthroughs. 23rd, mostly lunar aspects. We've got the moon in a sextile to Saturn, which is great because if we can just buckle down and do what we're supposed to do and be responsible and practical, we will see growth and results. I love it. We have the moon in a conjunction with Neptune, which is now in retro. So to me, this particular aspect really has to do with that dreamy, possibly deceptive energy from Neptune. So being in alignment with the moon, to me, especially with it retrograde, I think you really, I almost want to describe it almost as if we were having like an eclipse with Neptune because it's retro. Because essentially the retrograde has taken off these rose-colored glasses, and we really get to see things for they are as they are. And since this is in conjunction with the moon, we're really looking at our emotional world and our emotional well-being, and really getting a chance to see it without all the fluff and the filters. Like, we really can see it in its true state. This may be a great thing after coming off of a possible breakthrough with this Uranus sextile for Saturday. So by Sunday, you might get through all the emotional stuff and then really get to a point where you can look at what happened and really sit there and be like, okay, what do I need to learn from this? How do I need to change? What will help me move forward? We also have two squares. So the moon is in a square to Venus and the moon is in a square to Jupiter. These are our two most benefic planets. So honestly, even when they're in a hard aspect, really doesn't do much to hurt you. I will say with the square to Venus, dispositions might be a little rougher, like it might be harder to get across to people. That could kind of be a thing. With the square to Jupiter, that can make us a little indulgent. We just get so lazy and so indulgent, we just don't get anything done and just want to lie in a puddle all day eating snacks and soaking up the sun. So something to be aware of. And then we do have Venus and Jupiter in an opposition. So Jupiter and Venus in opposition with square to the moon, so they're making a big T-square, is kind of what's going on. So the opposition alone, that can definitely, again, these are our two most benefic planets, so again, even though they are in opposition, you can't really get a bad reading off of this guy. Definitely gonna be a great time for socializing, definitely love, could be some romance in the air going on, but again, it can make you indulgent with these two energies opposite each other. So for sure, if you have an opportunity to go have fun, go on a date, meet some new people, meet a new, potential lover, go for it. Just make sure I don't want to say be responsible, make sure you have like the time and money for it. Like, don't, like, oh my god, yeah, let's go, and then pretend to be like some big baller and spend money like, it's water. And then you wake up, on Monday with this credit card bill, you're like, how the fuck did I spend $1,000 at that bar? Like things like that. Like, so keep it in check, be responsible about it. But if you have the time and money and all that stuff to just let off some steam and go have some fun, by all means, go for it, go do. Our rune today even supports that. So we have Kenaz for this weekend, which can speak to a couple of things. It is a fire rune. It's the rune of the torch. So it speaks to that inner passion, inner fire, that inner light inside of us that motivates us and pushes us forward. So great energy either for romance or for work. Could go either way. One thing that this rune talks about that kind of stood out to me as I was kind of reflecting over it, this rune does speak a lot to listening to your intuition. Again, it's about that inner fire, that inner light. So you may definitely be getting little intuitive pings on how to progress forward or move forward with some type of project or some type of task. I will say for some of you, especially if you heard that and you were like, well, I have option A and option B and I truly have no idea which way I want to go. Keep your intuition open and just be receptive to it. Because I find a lot of times what can happen in those situations, especially when Kenaz pops up, you may have, option A, option B. If you just kind of keep your senses open and kind of just be receptive, you may sometimes find that an option C opens up. Something that was unexpected or you had didn't even think was possible. But there may be an option C that just appears. And that may be what you were waiting for. That may be why A and B just, neither of them really felt right, because there was a new one coming. So that definitely could be a thing for some of you, all right? Okay, with that said, let's get into our cards. All right, so I pulled out the Oracle of the Angels, get some divine guidance. For the, oh, I saw you flipping over. Oh, we got 2, all right. No, we got 3, all right. Let's go with these 3. So first card out, energy. Yes, definitely need some of that. The sun did just move into Cancer yesterday when you guys are watching this. So definitely getting a new dose of light and vitality. So wherever Cancer is, that area is going to get a little bit of a boost this month. Transformation. Yeah, well, literally just talking about that, getting some new life in us. So transformation as we shift and, like these butterflies go through metamorphosis and come out new. And look at that. Here and now is the last card out. All about being present in this moment. And you know why? Because in this moment is where this energy lies. There's nothing you can do about the past or the future. Neither of them exist. All that exists is the here and now. I almost want to say with the here and now coming out, I almost feel like we're getting this new energy which is fueling and powering this transformation to fully manifest into the here and now all the things we've been desiring. All the things we've been desiring. Like you can even see it, like you have the sun here I was talking about, sun moving into Cancer, you have that same kind of radiant light going on with this metamorphosis. You can kind of see this new self evolving. Sorry, probably will be easier if I hold the card up. But you can kind of see there's like the old shell of, that old physical form, and then this new wonderful light being as we kind of shift and elevate. It's like that same solar sun energy kind of getting beamed right into the third eye here. And it's like going from here into and like down to the physical plane. Like legit. I think a lot of us are going to start seeing whatever we've been working on manifesting or what we've been trying to transform about ourselves or about our situation. We're going to start seeing the physical embodiments of those things. They're going to start to become tangible, which I love. That is always exciting. Then I brought back our Healing Light Tarot. I haven't used this deck in a while. Figured it would be appropriate. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Okay, let's start with these guys. Let's start with these 3, because those were the first 3 that came out. Okay. Woo, look at us dealing with some stuff. I feel like I want to leave these face down for now. I feel like they came face down for a reason. So, we've got the 3 of Hearts. 3 of Hearts. What was I saying? 3 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. And the Devil. Alright. So, I feel like a lot of this is past. Dealing with some type of emotional wound, some type of heartache. Could be romantic, knowing we got Kenaz. It doesn't have to be. And I actually feel like only a few of you it's going to be romantic. But definitely emotional. Some type of hurt, some type of betrayal that we have yet to release. 4 of Pentacles is all about, holding tight and protecting, keeping something locked in. I was going to say protecting, but, could be about protecting our wounded emotional body. And this fear about, oh my God, I was hurt, I don't want to be hurt again, so I need to lock up and put all of me into this little force field. That fear has now taken over. That fear is keeping us trapped in this little sphere. It's almost like you are this crystal inside of this globe. It's like, here's the physical you holding the emotional you hostage, just for fear of you being hurt again. And again, could be romantic, but this could happen anywhere. Emotional pain can come from anywhere. Oh, look at that. Interesting. So, underneath the Three of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So, like I said, not necessarily romantic, and I think for most of you it's not, with the Ten of Pentacles coming on. It definitely could be, because this is about like family, legacy, inheritance, things like that. So this could have been, some type of hurt to a relationship you thought was going to, you were going to build a family, you were going to have children, like you were going to build a whole life with this person. This could also be speaking about your finances and, your monetary value. So I think a lot of you, this could be a work, some type of betrayal in the office or something like that. Or, maybe someone, kind of talking you into going down a different career path that maybe you weren't feeling or wasn't your intended plan, but you're like, this sounds so good, like let me give this a shot, and then you kind of got burned by it. That could be a thing for you also. Remember, this is a general reading, so I try to give you as many scenarios as I possibly can, so that you can kind of fit it into your situation, so you can kind of find what resonates and what doesn't. But this guy's definitely some type of hurt in the past, and I want to say this was super unexpected, because whatever this was that betrayed you, or this person who did this to you, you thought it was going to, literally build a legacy. You thought it was going to be something that was going to last the test of time. And then this Four of Swords being clarified by the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is about releasing this burden, coming to an end, and kind of just shrugging this weight off your shoulders. Here in reverse, again, it's the same, Four of Pentacles wants to hold so tight. Just want, no, this is mine. Oh no, I need to keep it safe. I need to hold on to it. I don't know when I'm going to need it. I don't want to get rid of it, and then I need it later. That's what this is talking about. Like, you're at the end of the road where you can lay down the burdens. Like, you shouldn't be carrying this weight any further than you already have. But again, you're like, it's just so, you're clinging so tight to it. And it's really just out of this fear. It's out of this fear of what could happen if I lose it, or what happens if I take off this seal and I get hurt again. I don't think I can handle that. I don't think I can take that one more time. And then look, here we have the Lover's card. So it is the card for Gemini. Devil is also the card for Capricorn. But this Devil card being clarified by the Gemini, I think this fear could even be rejection. For those of you, if this is figuring romantic for you, again, you thought you were building something with someone that was going to last a lifetime, and then you got badly burned, and you are having a hard time opening up and trusting again. This Devil energy is fear about finding this union, either finding it again or feeling that you've lost it. I keep looking at the Cupid in this card, so I feel like this is more the fear of finding it again. Or even recognizing it when you do find it. Understanding, why this happened, what went wrong, what I need to do differently. And at bottom of the deck is the Moon card. Moon card is all about secrets. Oh my God, look, underneath that is the star, your guiding light, hope, and optimism. I'm just going to go bottom of the deck. Look at that. Hierophant. Learning from the past. Learning from the past. This could be even learning from some type of advisor. It's also a very spiritual card. Learning from your faith. Literally the priest fighting the devil. Underneath that, Ten of Cups. Your happily ever after. Seven of Swords, having been lied to, manipulated in the past. Eight of Wands. Could be travel for some of you, but this is speed. This is speed in moving in the right direction, moving away from this. Moving away from this Seven of Swords. Again, you have another card of following this light. You got the Star card, which is a card for Aquarius. And here you have the Hermit, the card for Virgo. But both cards about finding illumination and following this guiding light and receiving these intuitive messages. And this is something that you had to do on your own. So if this was a relationship for you, you know, it could have been karmic for some of you, but it definitely was a relationship. You thought it was going to last forever, but not this person. At least not in the state they were at this time. They weren't ready for this level of commitment. And whatever you needed to learn through this process, you had to do on your own. And if this is a work thing, for those of you this betrayal happened in the office or the workplace or, you know, some type of career, same thing applies. You got shut out. You were manipulated at some point and then got shut out. You have to figure this out on your own, or you've been, you know, you feels like you've been, could even feel like you were hit by poverty with this Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't have enough and just feeling like an outcast on the brink of the edge of society. But things are changing. Things are changing. Here you have the Wheel of Fortune. So luck turning around. So yes, you may be alone. Yes, you may be feeling lonely. Yes, you may feel like there isn't support. Not anymore. Everything is changing. Here you have the Emperor card. So it could be an Aries. But this is a card of someone taking command and control and again leading. I feel like this is someone coming in. For some of you, it could totally be you, but I feel like this is someone coming in. This wheel, as this wheel turns, brings this Emperor into your narrative, into your story. And this person will help to steer you in another direction. Or just help to provide, and they may even figure into this Ten of Cups moment for some of you. Knight of Wands, another fire card. Passionate, definitely impulsive. Oh, I could just keep pulling cards all night. Alright, but biggest thing, especially with this bottom of the deck, 2 cards of guidance. Star. Hermit. Don't rush this. Follow the signs that you see. Follow the intuition that you get. Our rune speaks to following that intuition as well. So trust and believe Spirit is guiding you to more, to better, to bigger. Beyond this hurt, beyond this, you know, beyond whatever it is you've been holding on to. And I will say, if you have been holding on to it because you wanted vindication, you wanted proof, I know you lied to me. I want you to tell me you lied to me. I want you to admit it. Honestly, don't worry about that. If anything, know that it's come up. I mean, here we have the betrayal card. We've got a card of manipulation and deceit. Take that as your confirmation. Stop letting this hold you back. Because it's almost like you're sitting here punishing yourself over something someone else did to you. Someone else deserves this, not you. You deserve to move forward. Because the Devil card talks about someone else holding all the control. Someone else calling the shots. This is your life we're talking about. You should be the one calling the shots. This is something that happened in the past. We need to bring you back to the here and now. Here you are free. Here you are capable of making your own decisions. Here you are capable of this transformation. So take all of this hurt and wipe it away. Literally just take it and go, nope. Just sweep it to the side, put it in the dustbin, throw it out. You have a whole new beginning coming. One with a possible Aries in there. And again, it doesn't have to be an Aries, but it's someone who embodies this, you know, I'm gonna lead you to prosperity. I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna protect, I'm going to lead. Beautiful energy coming in. And even with this transformation, that could even be you taking on those qualities, finding that strength, being your own leader, taking care of your own business, instead of letting someone else dictate what happens. And it's almost like letting a ghost do it, because this person isn't even around anymore, or this person doesn't have this type of connection or this power over you, but you let them have it. Don't do that. Don't do that. And honestly, even if that is your situation, I don't think you're going to be doing it for much longer. Especially with Neptune going retrograde. Because again, that takes off the rose-tinted glasses. You get to see everything for what they are. You get to see everyone for who they are. So you can make a clearer decision. Not deception, delusion. That delusion is gone. You can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I love that song. All right. So, exciting weekend ahead. I'm kind of excited for Monday's reading now, knowing this is all going on already. That will be very interesting. I believe the opposition I talked about earlier, I think that's lasting till Tuesday. So some of this good juju could last into the beginning of next week. So, my singles out there, if you have some healing to do, let's wrap that stuff up and make ourselves open and available, because from now till Tuesday, lots of good juju for some romantic interludes. Just throwing it out there. For those of you already in a relationship, still a great time to be flirty and have fun and deepen that connection and just have some fun quality time together. That's always exciting. All right, my loves, I am going to wrap this reading up here. As always, thank you for coming and watching and supporting my channel. I love it and I appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. I love to hear from you, so anything you want to share, questions for me, drop them down below. You can also hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. I will be back in store, so I'll be posting our Mystic Monday post again, so look forward to that. I definitely am after hearing all of this news. And then as always, if you want to connect and have a personal reading, all that info will be in the description box, or you can check me out at Sedona in Hawaii at Ward Village. I'm there every Monday from I'm all getting tongue-tied, from 11 to 3:30. All right, my loves, you take care, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.